Hey, what's going on guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to be ranking every single G Fuel flavour ranked from best to worst. So without further ado, let's hop straight into it. Okay guys, so I imagine most of you have actually seen tier lists like this before. If you haven't, obviously you've got the God tier, which is going to be the very best flavours. You've got really good, which are like about 8, 9s out of 10. You've got good, which kind of sit in the 7 to 8 category. You got the average category, which sits between sort of 5 to 7. You've got the bad category, which is like a 3 to a 5. And then you've got the complete trash category, which is a 0 to a 3. And then if I scroll down here, you've got the haven't tried. Every single flavour that you see to the right of caffeine-free orange, I actually haven't tried before. But that's not to say that I haven't tried a lot of G Fuel flavours, because I have got about 35 which I have tried. And out of all of them, I have ranked them all into a list. So with that cleared up guys, let's get on with the first flavour. Okay, so Bahama Mama, I am going to pop that straight away into God tier. No explanation why. For me personally, I think I'm on my I'm on my third tub of Bahama Mama. I don't know what it is. I tried it the other day and I must have made it like absolutely perfectly, because you had like about a 75% pineapple, and then that was hit with like the 20% of the orange, and then at the very end it was smoothed off by that 10% coconut. And on a hot day, oh guys, it was just amazing. For quite a long time, this was actually my very favorite flavor, most likely because it's got so much like different bits which go into it, and for that guys, I am going to put this straight away into our first God tier. So sticking with the tropical vibe, next up we have coconut. Now unfortunately it is nowhere near as good as Bahama Mama, but in my opinion I do think that coconut is a good flavour. Now I know it has been discontinued or vaulted, but I remember the time that I did try it, it was a very nice flavour. It's quite smooth, it is quite sweet. I can't put it into the really good or the God tier category, only because I know that a lot of people, and including myself, aren't really the biggest fan of coconut. So for that reason, it's going in the good category. Next up, we got Shiny Splash, another easy one. I'm going to pop that in God tier. Now, this is an absolutely amazing flavour to have in the summertime. So with them bringing out a hydration flavour with no caffeine, that is going to be absolutely perfect. But in terms of the energy flavour as well, what else can I say? You know, blueberry lemonade, absolute God tier. Okay, next up we have got Phase X. So this one's quite a difficult one. I remember whenever I first had this flavour, I had absolutely no idea what to think of it. It's kind of like a cherry Powerade or Gatorade, if you ever had that in the UK or the US. It's a great flavour, don't get me wrong. It's quite a bland flavour, if that makes any sense. Like, it is quite linear, so there's not too much to it. It's by no way a bad flavour. It is very refreshing. It is very light. I should have actually added this into my best starter G Fuel flavours. So what I'm going to do, this might end up changing, but I am going to put Phase X just above coconut in the good category. Cherry Limeade. Not the biggest fan of this one. I remember I had it and it tasted like medicine. I really didn't like it. It was very chalky, very strong. I can see why people do like it though. Just for me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of like really strong in-your-face flavors. So for that reason, guys, for me personally, I am going to put this flavor, it's going to be the first one in the category, in the bad category. But don't get me wrong, personally, I don't like it, but for other people, I can understand why they do like it. PewDiePie. I actually swapped this flavour to get my third tub of Bahama Mama. Reason why? Not because it was a bad flavour, but because it reminded me too similar to another flavour that I already had. Now, I'll talk about that in just a bit. But for that reason, it was a very sort of tart sort of flavour. It's a cranberry lingonberry. Absolutely amazing flavour. Only problem for me is it tasted too similar to something I already had. But that's not to say it's a bad flavour, so I can't rank it any lower. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be the first one in our really good category. Mystery flavour. I still have a tub of this. I think it's in the background, actually. Yeah, one of the only tubs that I didn't finish. It's supposed to be a lychee or a leech flavor. It sounded quite cool. It was very, very, very nice the first few times I had it, but it got super boring. So for that reason, I'm going to pop it in our average category. Grape. Now, grape is such a good flavor, and I absolutely loved it the time I had it. However, sort of similar to Phase X, it is very linear, obviously, because it is just a single flavor. It's very refreshing, especially in the summer. I did find myself picking it up quite a lot. I am going to put grape into the good category behind Phase X, just for now. Lemonade, or green lemonade now, with the St. Patrick's Day buy one get one free sale. Whenever it came out, it was so different to all the other flavors. Only problem with this one is it was so chalky and very sour, I remember. I'm not sure if it's still like that with the green lemonade being the 15 calories, but this one was a 25 calories. So for me, whenever I had it, I didn't finish the tub. So I'm going to put this in the average category above mystery flavor. I forgot what it's called then. Okay, our first sour flavor, Chug Rug. To me personally, this does taste like a sourer version of Shiny Splash. For that reason, I can't put it in God tier. Something about Shiny Splash is you can have it every single day almost. However, with the sour blue Chug Rug, when you do want to have it, it is such a nice flavor. It tastes like a sort of sour blue raspberry sweet that you get, like a flick up lolly, if you've ever had one of them. I'm gonna put this in the good category. It's not as good as grape. It might be a bit better than coconut, but I'm going to put it below coconut for now. That might end up changing. Pink lemonade, sort of similar to the original lemonade. This was actually the second flavor that I had of G Fuel. I remember when I had it, it was very chalky. I'm not sure if that was just because I was making it wrong, because it was only my second tub. But from what I can remember, it was quite chalky as well. So I'm going to pop that again in the average category. Next up, we got Starfruit. Now, I had this in a pack not too long ago for the first time. I didn't know what to think about it. It was a really weird taste to it. If I can describe it, it tasted 60% pineapple, 30% apple, and then like a 10% banana taste to it. It was really weird. But the apple flavor in it tasted very similar to, if I can find it on the list, it tasted very similar to Wumpa Fruit. And to me, I'm gonna put these two together because they are very similar. Starfruit is slightly sweeter. They're both really good, both really refreshing. However, I don't tend to grab for them all the time. So what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to put these on the high end. I'll put them together. I do prefer personally Wumpa Fruit a little bit more, but I'm going to put these two together on the good category. Green apple. This used to be, at one point in time, my absolute favorite flavor ever. I had both formulas of this. I had the 25 cal and then I had the 15 calorie version. Personally, I prefer the 25 calorie. I don't know if they changed it a little bit, but for me, green apple, it did start to get quite boring. That flavor, when you have it, it is God tier. But because it is it does get very boring very quickly, and I didn't finish off my last tub. I had to give that to my brother. So for me, this is gonna hurt me. I'm probably gonna end up changing this one as well. But I'm gonna put green apple into the good category. Blue ice, one of the OG3. This one, I'll come on to this one in just a minute. But there is a flavor on here which tops it, and it kind of makes this one redundant. I know one of my friends, this is his absolute, well, used to be his absolute favorite flavor, and he would swear by it. I remember when I had it, it was good, but I never really reached out to go and get it really often. It was like something like once in a blue moon. So for that reason, and because there's so many better flavors now, and because one of them that's come out makes this one redundant, I'm going to pop this onto the lower end of the average category. Okay, next up, one of my absolute favorite flavors of G Fuel, Raging Gummy Fish. This one is always going to be in my top 5, no matter what. Just the sweetness, the fact that it's light, the fact that you can have it literally any time of year. I am going to put this, again, this could change too. I'm going to put this in God tier, just behind Bahama Mama. Only because this flavor is a little bit more light. and it's got a little bit less to it, whereas Bahama Mama, like I said, there's so much going into it that it just really interests me. Bahama Mama. Rainbow Sherbet, sort of similar to green apple. This was my favorite flavor at one point in time. Apparently, as well, you can have it in milk, which I never, ever, ever have tried. So I might actually do that for a video. I've only had it in water. It used to be my favorite flavor. This one, again, I feel like there's a new flavor out which actually makes this one not as good. It's a very good starting out flavor too. It's kind of like a rainbow sherbet sorbet ice cream. Very nice, very refreshing. So for me, this one is going to go we'll go above green apple in the good category. Bubblegum, one of the newer flavors that I've got. I absolutely love it. I know most people actually really don't like it, but for me, there's something about it. It's like a bubblegum 80% and then 20% like a lemonade. But guys, we are going to pop this above PewDiePie in the really good category. Iced coffee, a very controversial one. For me, this is my absolute favorite flavor to have in milk. I have a feeling that most people don't like it because they don't know how to make it properly. And I will admit, if you make this wrong, then you may as well put that in the complete trash category. But if you do know how to make it right, and I'm going to make a video on this flavor goes from being complete trash if you have it in water. There's sometimes a chemical taste to it. There's sometimes like a really weird burnt vanilla taste to it. This goes from complete trash from being in water to having it in milk, a certain way of doing it. It goes into the god tier. Not as good as the front three, but in terms of a god tier milk flavor, it has to be in there for me. Peach mango, an absolute OG flavor. I think this is my third tub of GFUEL I had. I remember I used to have this in the little stick packs that you would get, and oh my god, this flavor completely changed the game for me. Back in the day, this was like one of the stronger flavors. It was one of the more rounded off flavors too, so it wasn't very powdery in the old formula. For that reason, for the nostalgia, I'm going to pop this into the really good category, just above PewDiePie. Next up is Nemesis. It's a lemon iced tea. In real life, it's one of my favorite drinks. In terms of GFUEL, I remember the first time I had this, I put the powder in expecting it to be the same color as the real life, normal drink version of like a Lipton iced tea. And it came like this burgundy red color. I was like, huh? Have I got the right flavor in here? But apart from the weird coloring, this flavor for me was very, very good. You could drink it every single day, which is, for me personally, one of the determining factors of where I rank my GFUELs. So for that reason, guys, I'm going to pop this again in the really good category. Next up, we've got Blood Orange. This is another OG flavor. I know that they re-released it as Stonks. I remember I got given this tub by one of my friends that had actually stopped drinking GFUEL, and he gave it to me for like a $5. This flavor, guys, is like a really sort of weird turn on a normal orange flavor. It's like a sweet, kind of like lollipop taste to it, like what you would get for Halloween. To me personally, I love that. Only problem, I remember it was quite powdery and it would always make my shaker cups smell, and it would like discolor my shaker cups, which isn't my favorite part about this flavor. But apart from that, it was very good, so I'm gonna pop this into the good category, just below grape. Strawberry shortcake. This flavor is a predominantly milk flavor. However, you can have it in water as well. I had this flavor. It was one of the only tubs I had at one point, so I had to have it in water. I remember I had this tub in my car, and I would always have it whenever I was driving back and forth to my job. Very, very sweet flavor. I know that they have reformulated this now. Basically just tastes like a strawberry milkshake. So in milk, it's a very, very good flavor. In water, it is a little bit too sweet. It's not a bad flavor. I know people hate on this flavor, but it's not bad. So this one's going to be a no-brainer for me. It's not a bad flavor, so it can't go in the bad. It's not an average flavor, I'm going to put this on the low end of the good category. Next up, we got Battle Juice or Pineapple. I haven't had this flavor in such a long time. Again, this was another flavor that I hadn't finished the tub of. Very, very refreshing, very strong from what I remember. For now, I'm going to put this again in the good category. Maybe, yeah, I'm going to put it above Wumpa Fruit and Star Fruit. And just behind Green Apple. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to move it over to the really good category. Kiwi Strawberry. Oh, guys, if you don't know this flavor from the channel, this was the flavor that I made for the how to make G Fuel video. That video was one of the first people to actually make a how to make G Fuel video. And that was the flavor that I used for it. Oh, this is going to absolutely kill me. Because there's a new flavor out which I prefer, and it makes this one kind of knocked off the shelf, basically. I can't put it in the God tier. I really want to. But what I'm going to do with this one for now, this might change, but I'm going to put this in a really good category, just in front of Pineapple. Such a light flavor, so much foam in the new formula. I know that they keep discontinuing it and bringing it back, reskinning it and all this stuff. If they could just bring this flavor back, I would probably pick it up again. Orange Vibe. I've started drinking this recently. They absolutely smashed this one. Orange Vibe, KSI's flavor. Was supposed to be Summit 1G's flavor, I think. You can have it in milk. I haven't actually had it in milk. This flavor, guys, is God tier. I'm going to absolutely put that in God tier. Actually, I'm going to swap it round in front of Shiny Splash. Such a different flavor. I swear the powder just disappears. There's like no powder in this one either. It's so weird. Next up is Phaseberry, another one of the OG flavors of G Fuel. This was also at one point in time my favorite flavor, mainly because there wasn't actually that much flavors out when this was out. This was the first sort of like fruit medley flavor, so it had like a bunch of different fruits in it. Because at the time, I think when we had Fruit Punch, which, you know, obviously was one of the other flavors that had all the other fruits in it, and Phaseberry. You know, what is a Phaseberry? Unfortunately, this has dropped a lot because of all the other better flavors that have come out. I'm going to put this in the good category, just above Green Apple. And this is also a very good starter flavor as well. Next, we have a weird flavor, Phase 51. This is a jelly melon. That's what they call it. It's kind of, from what I gather, like a sort of melony, cucumbery, weird green flavor. Powder smells very weird. Apparently it smells quite like guava. Again, this one's weird. The taste of it is amazing. However, this does sometimes leave like a weird taste in your mouth, like a sort of dryness to it, and I don't know why. For that reason, I would love to put it God tier. By no means is it a bad flavor. I just wish that they could do something to sort out that weirdness that you get in your mouth afterwards. So I'm going to put this in the really good category, just below bubblegum. Strawberry Slushy. This is the flavor I was talking about earlier, the killer of kiwi strawberry. Reason why is it just knocks it out of the park. It's just sweeter, it blends better, it's stronger. I think you can have it in milk as well, and the strawberry just tastes a lot nicer than the one in strawberry kiwi or kiwi strawberry. So I'm going to put this, it's one of my favorite flavors at the minute. I'm going to put this in the God tier category. Okay, we have got a big hitter, guys. One of the OG 4, I think this was the 4th flavor that came out, Watermelon. If you guys watch my top 5 flavors for beginners of G Fuel, you'll know that I ranked this one number 1. If you watched a few of my videos, you'll see it make a little cameo. Guys, Watermelon, I have had this ever since G Fuel released it. One of the biggest fans of the watermelon flavor, guys. It is so good. So good. So light, so refreshing. You can have it anytime. It's probably the most balanced G Fuel flavor out there. This has to go, for now, highest on the God tier category. Snow Cone. This is a weird one. Every time I have this, it seems to just go up and up and up on my ranking. First time I had it, I didn't really like it. I wasn't a big fan. But I kept having it, especially on a summer day as well. It is such a nice flavour. It has got a very weird, like a red taste to it. I know it sounds weird, but it's got like a like a flat cola taste to it. I don't know, the only way that I can describe that is if you've had it. You know what I'm on about if you've had this flavour. Again, the more I drink this, the higher it's going to go up on the list, but for now, I'm going to put this in the really good category. The juice. First time I had this flavour, it literally blew my head off. I was not expecting it to be this strong. So sweet, so sour, probably the strongest flavour of G Fuel that they have at the minute. I hate to say it, but I think this is Fruit Punch's replacement, which I kind of agree with. You know, they have added a few more bits into this one. So guys, obviously for me personally, I'm going to put this into the God tier category. You know, of course I am. Next up, guys, is Hype Sauce. I haven't had this flavor in a while. I've actually got the tub right next to me. I was just filming a video with it. This, again, used to be my favorite flavor for one point in time. So nice, so well balanced with everything. Not too sweet, not too sour, not too strong, not too light. You can have it anytime, preferably in the summer because it is a lemonade flavor. A few ice cubes in this with cold water. Can't go wrong. Such a great stepping stone flavor, what I like to say, into the sour flavors. I am going to put Hype Sauce. Just going to miss out on the God tier because I did get a bit bored of it, in the really good category. Next up, guys, we've got Hive Nectar. This flavor's been growing on me. This flavor has really been growing on me. I first had it and I tried it. I was like, oh, this is overhyped. You know, I don't get it. I don't really like it. Had it twice in one day. And then I completely changed my mind on it. This flavor has gone from being what I thought to be overhyped to one of the best flavors of G Fuel ever. People compare it to orange juice. I kind of get that. It has got a tangerine taste in it. So good, guys. So light, so well balanced. I really need to pick up another tub of this. I'm running low on this already. This is probably going to be the quickest flavour of G Fuel I've ran out on. So for that reason, guys, this is going to go into the God tier, just above Orange Vibe. Another one of the OG3, we have Fruit Punch. Like I was saying with the juice, I think it has been replaced now. But for the nostalgia, this was at one point in time one of the best flavours for me. So strong, so much different flavours in it. I'm going to put this on the low end of the really good category. Tropical Rain. I think I've got this behind me as well. So hyped whenever it first came out. I think it was overhyped, I'll be honest. I'm not sure if they still do this flavour because I know FaZe Raym is having a bit of trouble on YouTube or something. I think he's better now. Absolutely loved Raym whenever he was in the FaZe House LA. Hate to do this, but I'm going to put this in... it's not bad. The powder smells really weird. It has got a bit more depth to it than Blue Ice. I'll put it in average. Why not? Peach Rings. Just ran out of this flavour. Again, I've got it right next to me. Just ran out. This flavour reminds me so much of Peach Mango. So well-rounded, such a nice flavour, not too sweet, just enough balance between the real tasting fruit and the sweet. For that reason, guys, I'm going to put this one above Hype Sauce in the really good category. Lemon Lime. This was my first ever tub of G Fuel, and it was also my first flavour as well. I remember the first time I had it, I didn't know how to make G Fuel. I put way too much in. It was the most sour flavour ever. Probably going to rank it where the rest of the original lemonade flavours are. I'm going to put this in the average category, just below Pink Lemonade. Oh, guys, moment of silence. Peach Iced Tea. Oh my god. If you guys had a chance to try this on the OG 25 cal formula, this was, and I'm not even going to wait around for this, it has to go my best favourite flavour ever of G Fuel. So good. So good. I finished this in about 3 weeks. I think I had this in the summer in lockdown. And oh my god, guys, I'm so glad I got this when I got this. Absolutely amazing flavour. I'm so upset that they stopped doing this. I know they changed it and the new formula of it didn't taste as nice. But if you guys got a chance to have this, you'll agree with me. God tier. G Fuel's best ever flavour. And finally, guys, to complete the list of all the G Fuel flavours that I have had personally, we have got caffeine-free orange. I remember I only had a sample pack of this, and I couldn't even finish that. it was horrible. It didn't taste like a nice orange juice. It tasted like a really horrible processed orange that had been like blended up. It was just, ugh, I didn't like it. Tasted like medicine. Tasted like straight medicine. The last flavor is going to go on the complete trash, and that is caffeine-free orange. So guys, there you have it. These are all of the flavors I've ranked. I don't think I'm going to change any of them actually looking at it. Obviously you can see here in the haven't tried category, there is a lot more of them than I think there is of actual flavors I've tried. I know that there's a bunch of them on here which are apparently amazing. Some of them, like chili dogs, aren't that nice. I did try and pick up Sage Mode. I've heard that's a very good flavor. Miami Nights is apparently a really good flavor. Ocean Potion, apparently amazing. Confetti Cake, I think I can get this with my rewards. Apparently that's a really nice flavor in milk. So guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you made it this far into the video, then make sure to smash a like on the video. Also, if you guys like GFUEL, then please make sure to subscribe, because I make weekly videos on GFUEL and other gaming videos as well. So thank you guys all for watching this video, and I'll see you all next week. Goodbye.